Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. How are you on this Thursday morning, May the 6th, 2021? Who's out here and who's going to hop on in the room this morning so we can see what's happening and what's going on? So let me know who's here this morning. Good morning to all of you as you are coming in here. Good morning, Kim Hill. How are you doing, sister? Good morning, Kenya Noel. Thank you so much. Good morning, Julie Price. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sardinia. Good morning, Stephanie Burbridge Hall. Good morning, Deborah Reed. Good morning, Diane. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Good morning, Tracy Burrs. Good morning to you, sister. Good morning to everyone. Today is Thursday. May the 6th, 2021. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tony Morrison Smith, excuse me. Good morning, Shirley Nicholson. How are you this morning? Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Kelly Lee. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kenny Stanley. Good morning. Good morning, Donita. Yeah, Kelly Lee, we had to switch around some of the lights to make it work. And so we finally found the combination to make it brighter in here. Good morning, Pastor Antoinette, excuse me. Good morning, Dana Mosley. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone out there. How are you? Good morning, Hester. Hester, how are you doing? How's your family doing? We're still praying for you and your family. Um, Good morning, Adrian. Good morning to my biological brother, Louis Prayer. I'm going to go see your dad afterwards. I'm taking him grocery store shopping. It's my day. Good morning, Lori Williams Wallace. Good morning, Kim Edmondson. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. But yeah, we finally got the lights to work right. So hopefully it's right. For a while, this side of my face was looking dark. So we were able to combine the lights to make it work. So hopefully it's coming through that way. Good morning, Judy Neal. Kenny was saying, I was going to say that the news set is brighter. Yep, we finally found the right combination for the lights. Good morning, Deborah Thomas. Good morning, Marion Jackson. Good morning. Kenny, for those of you who don't know, Kenny Stanley, normally his wife, Kelly Stanley. Good morning, John Gore. And Kenya Noel and Latrice, they normally come into another page with me to help me look and see what's happening with the lights from their view. Good morning. Good morning. And so it was continuously being a dark side over here on this side of my face. So we kept moving the lights around, and finally, we think we got the combination correctly. Hester saying, you're doing well. Thanks again for all your thoughts and prayers. Absolutely. And let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Good morning, Regina. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, y'all. Thank you. Good morning. Did we not have a great time with Quan Howe yesterday? Yeah, it was a great time with Quan Howe yesterday. And then when we signed off for the broadcast, Quan and I ended up on the phone together, and we probably prayed another 15, 20 minutes. Both of us was boo-hooing and crying. So God is amazing. He's continuing to work. Yep, the lighting looks good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it was so good to have Quan on yesterday. And we're going to reserve Wednesdays to bring people in. To give it just a breakup of the news in a different flavor. And the news is, trust me, it's still the news today because we were looking at not much change. Good morning, Cassandra Talbert. Good morning. Y'all, Cassandra Talbert, just side note before we go into an introduction. Cassandra Talbert, she's the one that has the sickle cell anemia nonprofit. And so she did, I love it when people take risks. She took a risk and she did a fundraiser called Soul Wars. And Soul Wars has taken off. So she's doing another one, a summer barbecue picnic one. So we want to support sickle cell anemia. We want to support her nonprofit. So Cassandra, if you don't mind putting your link where people could donate to your nonprofit on the thread, that would be great. And I'm asking y'all to support the work that she's doing. Because her Soul Wars went off so well, she's going to be traveling with Soul Wars, y'all, bringing awareness to sickle cell anemia. So just a shout out to Cassandra. That's my friend. That's my girl. We had a good time. We've only met like maybe a year ago, and it has been just chemistry when you meet new people. So y'all, we want to support her. I'm trying to see if there's anything else out there before we go to the intro. I think that's everything. I'm trying to think if there's any birthdays. Happy birthday to you! If there are any birthdays out there, if anyone else has lost a loved one, we just want you to let us know. Number one, and number two, to know that we will be praying for you and sending you virtual hugs, prayers, and our condolences. So come on, everybody, let's go. So, welcome back. Let's get started with the news today. Y'all know this is Thursday Countdown, and we have a countdown for you today. It's not really a countdown per se, but we're going to flood you with some movies that I think are some really good ones to get started with. Y'all, we're still dealing with this coronavirus. It's still happening. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. And there's an overflow of what? Is there an overflow of? There's an overflow here in the US because the vaccines have slowed. So as the vaccines are slowing, we're got to look at these numbers. And President Joe Biden set a new vaccination goal to deliver at least one shot to 70% of adults, of adult Americans by July 4th. So yeah, he set a new vaccine goal to deliver at least one shot of 70% of adult Americans by July 4th, as he tackles the problem of convincing the doubters. I mean, the doubters are real, and it's not those who are saying, no, I'm not just interested. Those who are saying, I'm still waiting on some results and some education. There are people who are just saying, no, it's not working. And we've learned as of yesterday, that there are now 5 U.S. states, Oregon being one of them, but 5 U.S. states that now have the variant that's coming from India. And they don't believe that some of the shots, the vaccines, are working for that variant. So y'all continue to wear your mask, social distance, and absolutely wash your hands. The demand for the vaccines have dropped off. Even the list we were keeping yesterday, they just threw the list out the window, and people were able to just show up at OSU East anywhere from the hours of 7 to noon. So because they're just trying to get people vaccinated. More and more pop-up vaccine places are happening as well. You just want to make sure they're the real vaccines. So check the whatever health department in your state or city, check that health department to see where pop-ups are before you just go stand in somebody's line. According to the Wall Street Journal, drugstores like CVS are seeing a demand for shots have fallen about 30% after administering more than 17 million doses in the US. And then the coronavirus numbers, I'm going to give those to you on the front end. Confirmed cases, 33,321,244. Again, confirmed cases, 33,321,244. Deaths, 593,148. Again, deaths, 593,148. Recovered 26,035,314. Again, recovered 26 million. We want to celebrate that recovery. 35,314. And remember, I get my numbers from the World Health Organization. So that's what's happening when it comes to the coronavirus vaccine, and everything that's going on out there. There's just so much. Yes, Kim Edmondson, wash your hands, social distance, mask up, praying for your employees in India. Yes, Kenya, we'll join you in those prayers. I have a question for today, and I just want to get y'all's answer early before we get into it, because I have some more news. But here's my question for today. What movie, should not say what's movie. What movie can you watch over and over and over again? That's a serious typo, because we had another question up there and we changed at the last minute. So forgive the error. It should say, what movie can you watch over and over again? What movie can you watch over and over again. We're not there yet, but I want y'all to go ahead and put that in the comment section so we know. And again, forgive that error on there. What movie can you watch over and over and over again? Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning, Kimberly Graves. Good morning to you. All right, y'all. So listen. Love and basketball. I'm seeing these up here. Love Jones, The Five Heartbeats, Black Panther, The Best Man, The Wiz. Okay, y'all. I see you. I see you. Yep. There's some good ones. Keep filling it in. Keep filling it in. Top Gun, Black Panther, Terminator 2, Remembering the Titans, Love Jones, Why Did I Get Married, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Die Hard. Y'all keep filling it up. Good morning, Felicia. Fried Green Tomatoes, Fast and Furious, The Wiz. Okay, Best Man Holiday, Life. All right, keep filling them up, y'all. Predator. All right, I see y'all. The Help. I see y'all. You just like The Help, Miriam, because of that pie. Love and Basketball. Annie, the black version. Oh, that is a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, so just keep filling them up. Keep filling them up. We want to get through some other news before we get to the movie countdown. And the decision is no. Facebook said absolutely not. The board decided that the previous occupant cannot return. They said, but they don't know if it's going to be indefinite. But right now, it's a no. In other news, we have it. They are coming after Liz Cheney with everything they can come after her with. The House Republicans, this is out of the Associated Press. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy wants his party to stand firmly with Donald Trump, despite the former president's false claim about the election being stolen from him. The number 3 GOP leader, Liz Cheney, is trying to steer the party far from Trump's claim about his defeat, charting a future without him. And they're not giving up. They're really coming after her with everything that they have. They're coming after her. Also, in other news, the attorney for Derek Chauvin requested a new trial, asked the judge to overturn guilty verdict. Lawyers argue that a former Minneapolis officer convicted of killing George Floyd was prevented from a fair trial. And now they're coming after one of the jurors, black man, who was seen at a protest, I think it was during last summer, with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on. It's just ridiculous. They're trying to find something. Now, if you ask me, they knew that all along. They knew that if he was going to get convicted, this is just my own opinion theory, that they would pull this out to try to cause for mistrial. So there's that's happening. All right, and then in other news, we have former Attorney General Bill Barr. A federal judge has ordered the release of a legal memorandum the Trump-era Justice Department prepared for then Attorney General William Barr before he announced his conclusion that President Donald Trump had not obstructed justice during the Russia investigation. There were so many false narratives in the memorandum that the judge said, no, we want to release it. So they're now deciding if it's going to be released or not. Y'all remember, not one Republican voted for the American Rescue Plan. However, every Republican is now taunting it and using it as their thread that look at all this money we brought into our state. You didn't vote for it. You didn't vote for it. So we have a responsibility. To call to action for today is to keep it out there that they didn't vote for it. They said no. So they can't use it as their platform of how much money is trickling into their area. Y'all, the eviction moratorium is struck down by a federal judge. That's happening. Finding the CDC exceeded their authority. And this judge was a Trump-appointed judge. Just wanted to let you know. So there could be millions of people that are going to be put out in the coming days. The Justice Department, the U.S. Justice Department is looking at it and trying to keep a halt to that. And then the Atlanta officer involved in the June killing of Rayshard Brooks was reinstated after the board found that he was denied due process. Y'all, this is the news. This is the news. Looking for extra income, Uber and Lyft, y'all. They see a 24% increase in this is reported from Mashable. Get that out of my mouth. Mashable. So if you're looking for extra income, there's a possibility rides have increased more so than before the pandemic. And then y'all, Peloton treadmills, there's a recall after the death of a 6-year-old child. So that's what's happening. So y'all, what are we going to watch this weekend? Moms, like a mom, what are we going to watch? Well, there are several movies that we were going through, pulling out, trying to see what are some of the greatest movies. And they're not in any particular order except for the number one movie. So let's get started. This movie right here is an excellent movie. It's called Otherhood. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it is an excellent movie. These are girls' flicks, boys. So don't throw any tomatoes at us. These are things like every Mother's Day, and I've done this for a long time. It's like I sit on the sofa and I got my blanket, my pillow, and I watch movies all day long. Here's another good movie, and I want to see y'all's thoughts too. Here's another good movie, Tyler Perry's The Mom Club. This movie is funny. This movie is interactive. It's something to watch. It is live. You laugh, you cry, you can resonate. Sometimes you can't resonate. Just so much is going on in that movie. And I see y'all still have some movies coming in here. But it's just interesting to see if your movie's up there. Many of y'all said this one, Love and Basketball. People love that movie. I do too, Love and Basketball. Now, this is a movie that I think is just one of the greatest movies. I don't care that it's not Christmas when I watch it, but this movie right here, Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. Just a good one. This one here, I don't know about you, but I can quote this movie all day long. The Devil Wears Prada. Come on, I need to know y'all's comments on The Devil Wears Prada. That movie, The Devil Wears Prada, is wonderful. I see Pastor Annette saying, oh yeah, but that's just so good. Yeah, that's just a good movie. Here's a new flick. I don't know if you've seen this or not. The Joy Luck Club. Mothers and daughters, I would suggest anybody watch that. Just Google it to see where it's playing. It's not playing out, but what platform it's playing on. That is an amazing movie. Have your tissues, though. You want to have your tissues. Now, here's another good one. Y'all ready for this one? Here's another good one. The Best Man Holiday. That one and the one after that. Just a great overall movie where you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna sit on the edge of your seat. And y'all, these are movies that they're not new, but these are movies that we can just simply enjoy the laughter, just enjoy a day of coziness. I don't know if anybody mentioned this one or not, but Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice is another really good movie. I see you, Pastor Antoinette. You say you love the Joy Luck Club. Diane Ladybug says she loves The Best Man. All right. Both Best Man are classics. You're right, Cassandra. Marion is saying you need tissues for this one too. Yep. Love The Best Man Holiday. Y'all loving The Best Man Holiday. Tracy says she needs some action, some special effects, some shooting, some blowing up. We're talking Mother's Day, girl. We're talking girl flicks. Shardinia says love them all. Absolutely, Best Man Holiday that one wasn't number one. Let me just keep going here. Here's another one, classic old time, The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. That was a good one back in the day. That was a good one. You can still pull that one out and check it out as well. Many of you already called this one right here. Love Jones. Love Jones is another one that many people can watch over and over and over and over again. There's so much in that movie. Somebody said, what's not to love about The Best Man? Action goes with my ad. All right. Yes, Bodyguard. are, yes, y'all, these are really some good movies, some good movies. Here's another one, Stepmom. I don't know about y'all, but I can watch Stepmom and I cry every time I watch this movie. Stepmom is a tearjerker. There's some funny pieces to it. There's some truth, I think, that's inside that movie. But you end up crying when you find out what's going on with this movie. You end up crying somewhere down the road. You end up crying. Here's another one, The Photograph. The Photograph is a good movie. It's just like, wow. The storyline, the love affair, the relationship, the intimacy, just a really good movie. Latrice says Stepmom was really good. Felicia says Independence Day. Adrian says Still Magnolia. So y'all, we can find some movies this weekend. Cassandra saying I'm waiting on the third best man. Who do you think is getting married? Yes, I cried on Stepmom also. Chick Flick Weekend. Yes, it is, Kenny Stanley. It's Chick Flick Weekend. Y'all, this is another cute movie. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. That was a really cute movie. That was a really cute movie. So if you have not seen that, I would highly suggest you look for this movie. Yeah, a real good one. Now we were unable to get rights for one of the I'm coming back here in a moment. Hold on. We were unable to get permission to show one of the images, and we want to insert that one here before we show you the last two. But we were unable to get permission to show the image of Mahogany. Mahogany with Diana Ross is another great movie that if you have an opportunity to find it, we saw it on Netflix, and we also were able to find it on YouTube, but we were unable to show the image because we didn't get permission. But that's another good one. That's another good one. All right, here's the final two. Because I Said So, in the News and Motion circle is kind of covering up the O, but Because I Said So, that's a really good movie also. That's a mom trying to get the daughter to get married, and it's just a very interesting movie. And then the last one that we went through to pull out for today is this, Waiting to Exhale. And that was really like one of the #1 movies across the board. So we made it our #1 here on News and Motion as well. You said, I want my old man back. Mahogany, is that when she yells Piano Man? Listen to y'all all into it. Yes, good movie. All right, y'all. So those are our movie countdowns for Mother's Day weekend. Like a Mom, find you some movies, enjoy yourself, rest. Have a great time this weekend. Have a great time this weekend because it's all about you, y'all. It is all about you. All right, y'all. So I want to circle this around with For the Win. For the Win. This is any woman out there that is like a mom. Or let me say that way. Any person out there that is like a mom. They get the win. Because you are filling the shoes, you are filling in, you have been able to be a nurturer to someone who maybe they don't have recognized somebody as their mom, or maybe their mom has passed on, or maybe they don't have a good relationship with their mom. So anyone out there for the win that is like a mom, we want to celebrate you today. We absolutely want to celebrate you today. You get the win because without you even knowing, someone is looking to you. Someone is holding on to you. Someone is getting their strength from you because you have been like a mom. So we want to celebrate you today. You get the win. You get the win today. And I'm going to go a step further with the win. You know, there's some very young people where you have elderlies in the nursing homes who are to some degree now like children, and they look to, maybe it's their great granddaughter or their granddaughter or their whomever, to say, you're like my mom, because now they are like children. So we really want to celebrate you today with that. We really want to celebrate that with you today. Yeah, and then the inspirational message. We had a great one yesterday with Quan Howe. But this inspirational message, as y'all know, I spent most of last week virtually with the International Leadership Summit, and that's out of the Potter's House with TD Jakes Ministries. There's a pastor, I don't recall what's his church, but there's a pastor, and Latrice Jones, hopefully you're still on here. Latrice Jones, the guy I'm going to mention, his name is Michael Todd. And again, I don't remember what church he's a part of, but a part of his story, Latrice Jones, I thought about you. He was wrapping up his sermon. So I'm going to the end, I'm coming back. He was wrapping up his sermon or his practical steps that he was sharing. And he gave the story of his 5-year-old son who has autism. And again, Latrice Jones, I really want you to figure out how we can connect you with Michael Todd. We got work to do. We got to connect you with Michael Todd. And he almost broke down. He said, my son is 5 years old and he still does not speak. He still makes no noise. He doesn't communicate. And he really began to break down like I'm about to right now as well. But he was sharing his sermon and he said, he called this sermon, You Need an Anchor. He called the sermon, You Need an Anchor. And he had on the stage a kiddie pool. He had a floaty. He had flip-flops. He had goggles. He had in the kiddie pool was a lot of water. And he got so into his message, he ended up in the kiddie pool and water went everywhere. And he just, though, it was almost as if God said, I needed you to jump in there because I have a story to tell you. And what he said was, when you're in the shallow water, you don't need an anchor. And here's his exact quote. He says, the reason people, and I want to make sure I read this correctly, the reason people stay in the shallow area of the pool is because they have control. I'll say that again. The reason people stay in the shallow area of the pool is because they have control. He said, you can see people. He said, the people you see in the 3 feet of water, says that, they won't even venture out, although they're tall enough to go to the 4 feet, 5 foot in. They won't go because they have control in the shallow area. So he went on and told his story, but y'all get this. He talked about the fact, and y'all, this just blew me away. Yes, Damia, my God. He started breaking down, and this is, he gets all credit. I didn't make this up, but it changed my life. He said, at some point, in order to go further, you need to get to the place, you need to get to the deep to where you need an anchor. And he, of course, Jesus Christ being our anchor. He said, but see, we won't even go there as leaders. We won't even go there as business owners. We won't even go there, even with friends sometimes, because we don't want to go to the deep. We rather stay in the shallow area. He said, in the shallow area, that's where, you get comfortable with your authority and with your control, because there you don't need an anchor. He said, but come on out to the deep. And he did like this. He said, come on out to the deep, because it's in the deep that we need an anchor. We always want to have control. We don't want anything to rattle us. We don't want to wrestle with anything. We don't want to deal with anything. And so to keep our peace, we want to stay in the shallow area of the pool, because that's where we have control. He said, but if you would just start trusting God and go out to the deep, he said, there is where you will meet your master. There is where we will meet our master, in the deep. He said, see, sometimes we're so comfortable. He says, we're so comfortable in our space. And God is saying, come on, I want you over here. We've already accomplished the kiddie pool. We've already accomplished the 3 feet of water. I need you to come over here and jump off the diving board and trust that I will catch you. And he went on to say that when you go to the deep, you will find sometimes that you're flopping around. He said, but that's okay, because when you're flopping around, what you're really doing is that you're stirring up the gifts, because you're trying to figure out, well, what's going to work for me? Jesus. He's Jesus. Thank you, God. He said, then you need to flap around and you need to get that water going so that God can then instruct you and move you to exactly where he wants you to be. He said, you can't flop around in the Shiloh area because there's too many people in the Shiloh area. So you're bumping into each other. You're bumping into each other in the baby pool. You're bumping into each other in the Shiloh area. You got to come on out into the deep. In the deep, there's not many people out there because many people can't handle it. And because many people, truth be told, don't trust Jesus that way. Come on out to the deep, y'all. Come on out to the deep. Come to the place where you are no longer in control. And there, at that space, you will meet the manifestation that God has for you, that no one can take away from you. Because why? You're in the deep where it's not very crowded. And you're in the deep where God is in complete control. And it's not going to be easy. No, it's not going to be easy there. But this is one thing, he's going to be there with you. He will be right there with you. All right, y'all, that's all I have. I can't even look at y'all's comments because I don't even think I can handle y'all's comments right now. So y'all know what I say, stay well. And remember, make some moves. Come on out into the deep, y'all. Come on out to Shiloh into the deep. Have a great day.